Hey students, here we go again. I'm gonna show you all how to run out here. Guys, this is a 120 volt panel here that I had to run a 3/4 out of, which is that pipe right there to the left, not that offset, but the one right next to it that goes behind these piece of crap, 1/2 inches. Then out of this 480 volt panel here, guys, there's a 480 volt panel here. I had to come out with 1.5 inches, a 1 inch, and 3/4 out of here for power for our control panels. I had to stand this off with a big 3¼ inch strut to get past, to get this knockouts, to get inside this panel, because what a jackass did, somebody ran a 1/2 inch pipe all the way across here and covered up all these knockouts. So I had to manipulate to come up front, to get enough room to come up front to get these pipes up and still into the panel. Now, these are all high volt pipes, guys. They go here. The 1.5 inch goes through the wall to a 12 by 12 box. The 1 inch, 3/4, and another 3/4 runs and kicks 90s that way. Now, out of this 120 volt panel, it does the same thing. It's a kick 90. I had to be in front of this pipe, a lot of crap in the way. So all of these kick. I don't know if it's hard to see, but you can see these kicked, and these are the 4 pipes that are going out for the rest of our control panels, and a couple disconnects for exhaust fan and a door, a roll-up door out here. Let me go in the other room. This is the electric room I'm in right now. I'm just going out. So guys, here's this 3 pipes I ran the kicks here. Those go out. There's a kick 90 here that goes through the wall. You can see the kick 90 that goes through the wall. That goes to an LB out on the other side. That goes to a control panel. This comes down. The 1 inch kicks away from the wall too. If you can see it, there's a little kick. Comes down into a box offset. Now, I had I had 2 3/4. One was there for the 120 volt, which was in that corner over there. This is for the 480 volt panel. So the 120 volt one I ran before. So I didn't get all the information I needed, so I didn't cross over my pipes, but I had to do a little something funky here. So this one where the box is, that's where the exhaust fan is going. I'm coming out of that box to an exhaust fan. There's a back-to-back 90 here, a back-to-back 90, and then down to a disco. And guys, if you see, I've got like 3 or 4 couplings in there. And the reason being is that they made me cut this pipe and move it. And I wasn't gonna rebend all this stuff, so all I did, that 90 and all the rest was good. All I had to do was add a little piece here for the disco. Now this other pipe for another control panel, which is right here, that's coming out of the 480 volt panel. I don't know if you can see that real well. I'll come on this side. I had the kick 90 here. Then I had the back-to-back, and then I had another back-to-back 90. But then I had the offset in front of this pipe, back to the wall. Then I'm gonna do a 3-point saddle over this. I think this is a 3/4 inch pipe, and our control panel is gonna sit here. Now, this is the pipe from our exhaust fan. That pipe continues to another box, which goes down. We got plastic here because we've been doing some work here that goes to this disconnect for this door. There's gonna be a roll-up door here, came out of here and went down and piped down for that. Now the other 3/4 I ran runs all the way out here, guys. And it's a back-to-back 90 down the wall to another box. If you can see this, I got a slight kick on this 90 just to get below everything. So that's all the pipes coming out of the high voltage and low voltage pipe for the control panels. Now, what I've done today, and continuing doing some other work, some more pipe work I've done today, is this is existing 120 volt. Had to do a box offset to an offset in between these 2 pipes right here. That's going out to a light here. Now we're all in rigid pipe now. Everything is all rigid now. Everything else inside that room was all EMT. So it was A light's gonna go there, a light's gonna go here. These lights are gonna go above these boxes. They've got a SO cord that goes to them, so it's kind of different. So we're gonna have a light here and a light there. Comes down to a switch here. I had to do a back-to-back offset here. Reason being, they're gonna be putting this tile all around here. So this blue tile is gonna go here. So that's why I ran a back-to-back offset here so they can get their tile back behind. And that's going to a 2-gang switch to turn off lights. Let's see what else we got. Now guys, eventually out of this box, guys, eventually I'm gonna core a hole through this wall. They poured concrete in here, that's why it looks wet. So I'm gonna come out of that box and core a hole through this wall. And then walk around to the other side. I'm gonna core a hole through here, then I'm gonna mount a box up here on the other side of this wall. Then I'm gonna come down this wall to this bump out right here. There's a bump out here. A light's gonna go here. So I'm gonna core another hole here. So I'm gonna put another box on this side and put a sleeve through from box to box. I'm gonna come out of here. There's gonna be a box there. And I'm gonna come out of here and roll down to here and put another box here. Then once I get this box mounted over here, once I get that box mounted, I'm gonna come out and over and down over to here and mount another box for another light on this face right here. Now eventually guys, they just built this wall, so this roof's gonna go over here. So I'm gonna have to add these 3 lights in this ceiling right here. Eventually there's gonna be another light here. So another thing I'm gonna end up having to do is, if you see where this is painted blue like they've got it, I'm actually gonna cut into this box. I'm on a box here, come out to continue this light that's already existing, and I'm gonna come out of here. I'm gonna run some kind of way to get to this next light. And here, guys, that's when I'm gonna come out the other side of that wall where that box is at. That's what I'm gonna come out with, this box. So there's gonna be a box right up here, and I'm gonna come all the way over to here and run a piece of 3/4 here. Now guys, you see this 3-inch that's ending here and a bunch of mess that's up here. I'm gonna show you what's on the back side here of this wall. So guys, eventually that 3-inch rigid is supposed to go and tie to this box and this 3-inch rigid that runs down this wall. I already showed you videos of that. I think we're gonna have to move this box and put it on this face straight ahead that you're looking at, and put that box there, turn a 90 into the side of it, so I can kind of kick that 3-inch down this wall, so it kind of lines up with that fence post. Now the rest of the stuff, guys, they had to move this stuff and temp all this stuff up and get it out the way so they can get this wall built. So now eventually I'm gonna have to rework all of this pipe and maybe mount a box. I don't know what was here originally, but I'm gonna have to rework all this pipe. And that's kind of the program that I'm gonna be on for the next few days. So hey guys, my students, I will upload this and talk to you later.